Man, oh man, are you sick and tired of working for the man or doing the 9 to 5 grind and just absolutely hating life? Maybe you're 35, 40 years old and just sick and tired, drawing that line in the sand and ready to get the hell out of it. I totally empathize with you. I was there, spent a lot of time in the retail world as a retail pharmacist, but now I run a strong seven figure business actually, after I decided to make a change. Train a lot of people, got 10,000 plus affiliates that I've turned into business owners as well. So I've been there, done that. And I'm actually going to talk about 3 steps, 3 tips, whatever you want to call it, that is absolutely necessary to get out of that mess before you learn all of the content, which is important, but we can teach you all of those steps. That's a stepwise approach, things that are easy to learn, but it's more about these 3 things I'm going to talk about right now to help you get ready for crossing that line in the sand and being mentally prepared. It's really important. You've got to be mentally prepared to make that change. Now, if you've made that decision, and decided to go, then let's get started. Let's talk about these 3 points. So number 1 is what I like to call persistence. It's actually 3 P's. Number 1 is persistence. Persistence you can kind of group all together, right? Some motivation, some discipline, whatever it may be, right? It's again, I kind of classify it all as persistence, being like a pit bull on a pork chop, right? You've got to be willing to do something every day and stick with it. I don't care, again, if it comes down to exercise, business, whatever, being willing to put a little bit of work each day, that's what makes the difference, right? It starts compounding, adding up, okay? So persistence is extremely important. I was actually just talking with a friend today about that. He was actually struggling with exercise and diet. And really same thing in business world. You have to be willing, like I said, to do those things that don't feel comfortable, whether it's getting in the gym and at least doing 5 push-ups or something, right? And then we know when we get in there, we usually start taking off and doing more. Same thing in the business world, right? You've got to be prepared when you step out on your own. You're not going to have a boss that's telling you what to do or dictating your schedule. You've got to be self-determining on that. You've got to do those things on your own. So it comes down to discipline, again, and be persistent with making sure something is getting done each day, that you're doing your studying, whatever it may be. Because again, we get down to the content side of things, learning how to do social media, learning how to do whatever, affiliate marketing, whatever it may be, and those are going to be other videos that you can find out there that I've done, you've got to be persistent, okay? So that is number 1. Number 2 is really important. Actually, when we get to that 3rd one, that's probably the most important and probably will surprise you, by the way. But number 2 is passion. You have to actually have some passion. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have something that you just absolutely love, like, I don't know, pro athletes, right? They typically are going to love sports, or whether they're musicians. A lot of us, myself included, I didn't have anything that I was particularly really passionate about to where I was going to be an absolute expert, because I just lived and breathed that, right? Athlete friends of mine, they just love, whether it's grappling, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, right? They really fell in love with it. Me, I was really good at some of that stuff, but then I found myself not really having drive and motivation to kind of continue or to become the best at it. So when it comes down to passion, what I may be trying to say is it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're just absolutely in love with, but you're in love with the reason why you're going to do that thing, why you're going to be passionate about it. And that comes down to your why. Like, again, whether it may be your family, helping, whether it's your immediate family, or like in my case, honestly, when, I was very passionate after going through bankruptcy, is to actually make sure that my family wasn't going to be in positions later in their life to have to struggle with that. Or if I passed this physical world early, that they would be stuck without having income, or at least the things that they were used to. I know we can go back to say, following the way Christ would do things, right? Is everything will be given to us and when we need it. But again, that's what drove me though. I wanted to make sure that my family was set up, my kids, especially my younger kid that was struggling with health conditions whenever he was younger, and making sure my wife, in case something happened to me, that they were going to be set. But your why will change. Your passion could morph a little bit, right? And now mine is more about, again, helping other family members, helping other people, even like you, to become successful in life and make some of these changes through my errors and things that I had done. I grew up with my dad, as a single parent essentially, and he didn't have a lot of money. He put me through pharmacy school, made sure I had everything that I need. And so I really have a lot of gratitude towards that. And so a lot of my passion had shifted once I knew that my kids were doing fine. My wife is going to be set with the investments that we started making, was making sure that he was also set too, and that he could live some of the life that he dreamed of. So I put him on an acreage, some land that we bought up in North Texas, and our farm, or what we call our ranch. We want to make sure that he was set for the rest of his life and that he could enjoy life and not be stressed over certain things, money, whatever it may be. That was also a passion. So passion, your why, whatever you want to call it, that's my second P, right? Is being passionate about what you're doing and why you want to be successful, whether it's in business and life, whatever it may be. And I know this is more of a business channel, but you have to have something, again, a reason why you're going to show a lot of passion to learning that social media marketing, learning that affiliate marketing, whatever it may be, right? Passion is huge. If you're just a stick in the mud and things don't get you excited to get up in the morning, again, it's going to be hard to be disciplined. It comes down to that second part of being passionate about something, okay? Usually it's going to be your why, and you got to think about that. Matter of fact, let me know down in the comments, what are you passionate about? Maybe is it your family that you want to make sure that they're set up for you, leaving a legacy? Is it your parents? Is it just material things? And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, it's each unto their own, okay? Material things are just fine. If you want that Ferrari, that Lamborghini, or that beautiful home, large bank account, whatever it may be, what is your why? And you got to make sure that it's strong enough to drive you to make those daily routines happen and habits, that discipline happen. Motivation, again, will only go so far, okay? Just what I was talking to my friend earlier about, right? And his exercise and diet. You've got to be disciplined, get in there, do a few emails, whatever it may be, okay? So number 3, and the most important one probably in my opinion, again, this is all objective and depends on what you need to focus on more, but that is about present, okay? Yes, I said present. No, not like something you get at Christmas time or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you serve, birthday present. No, not that, okay? It's not presence of mind, although maybe it's somewhat related, but it's being present, okay? Being present in the moment. Now, you'll hear me talk about dream boards. That doesn't mean that you can't have visions and that I don't encourage you to set up a dream board where it has the material things that you want or whatever it is. I've got a nice dream board in my office, right? It's got vehicles because I'm a car guy. I'm a watch guy, right? I like those things. They bring me some happiness. Again, we won't go into that rabbit hole about money. And again, it's just paper goods, but more than anything, it brings me time, which is the most important thing to enjoy with my family. But dream boards are fine. But when I get back to that third P, which is being present, okay, very, very important for your own well-being, for your family, is being present in the moment, okay? Not living in the past. The past, again, is something that you can't control. One of my favorite statements is control what you can control. You hear that all the time, and that's true. The past, you can't control it. You can learn off of it, but we're not going to dwell in it, okay? Very important. We're living in the present, meaning our day-to-day tasks, things that are making us happy and fulfilled, helping our family, living and being accompanied with our family. That's so crucial, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't have that control. So being present right now, loving life, doing the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis for your business as well. Concentrating on those. The future will take care of itself. Again, not a bad idea to have visions. That's okay, and I encourage that so that you can kind of see where you're going. But again, you really need to focus on the present, right now. Enjoy life, because we don't know how long it's going to go for us and how soon we may leave this physical world, right? So that is the 3 Ps, right? Persistence, like a pit bull on a pork chop, and absolute passion. You got to love life, have a great why. And then most important, in my opinion, is being present in the moment, right? Doing it day by day, enjoying life, okay? That's what's going to take you to that vision that you need and those goals that you want to accomplish. You got to do them day by day and enjoy them. And from there, again, getting back into the content stuff, that's easy. It's the mindset stuff I'm talking about like right now. We can teach all these AI things, and all my videos are about these different processes. Those are great. And yes, you need that. You need that content, but the context, the mindset stuff is really important. And matter of fact, there's other videos, one here, one over there, that you'll see right now. Like I said, we'll talk about some kind of business process. So I definitely encourage you to check those out, and I will see you on the other side.